All right, here we go. It is another episode of My 26 Cents with Kristofer Gulvizin, and we're doing it. We're doing Epstein. We're talking about Epstein. Everyone's talking about it. I didn't want to talk about it, but we have to. Every time this story tries to go away, it just gets juicier and juicier. I don't want this thing to go away, especially at this point. This is crazy. I don't understand how anyone in America is not getting in trouble. Fucking in Europe, their people are arrested. They're kicked out of the fucking royal families. Oh, we got people in South America, Africa. They're in the files. They're getting in trouble. Everybody in America, they're completely okay. That's really really confusing. We got one thing though. We got to talk about. This episode's the one that's coming out on the 26th of February. So earlier in February, obviously we had the halftime. We had the Super Bowl. We had the halftime. That was a big deal. Oh, Bad Bunny. Oh, we the number one most popular artist in the world. He's gonna do the Super Bowl. Oh, this is a crazy idea. He's the most popular person you could ever book for this thing. Why would you ever want him? Oh, nah, man. That thing was lit. I liked it. My roommate's Puerto Rican, so even though I don't know any Spanish, I listen to a lot of the music, like when he's in the shower, he's cooking, whatever the hell. So I had heard some of the songs before, like however that one goes, that one's lit. I did think it was probably one of the best just like music performances that was made for TV. I was like, they did a really good job of like, hey, people are watching this on TV. Let's make this like look really good for TV. I'm curious how it looked live. Um, but I mean, I don't know. I don't have billionaire friends that go to the Super Bowl because that thing's been priced out for normal people for years now. But I do just want to say, like, of course, it's not even a week as of the time of this recording. It's not even a week after the Super Bowl, and literally, I kind of knew it was going to happen, just like it happens every single time. Less than 48 hours later, the story of the halftime show is already like done. It's like, oh, but whatever. I just think it's really funny. Like all the MAGA people were like, we don't want him. We don't want the Spanish guy. He doesn't speak. He's not American, even though he's born in Puerto Rico. They don't know anything. Hey, he's not. He doesn't speak English. I mean, that doesn't really matter because I don't know. He's just sings music. You don't exactly need to know. I don't know the fucking words to the songs that the English people speak. I don't fucking any rap song. I don't learn any words. Any rap song. I'm just like, if it's a black guy that sings, I'm like, let me learn zero words. That's the reason why zero risk of ever saying the N word. Um, if it's G Easy, maybe I'll learn a couple lines. Honest, I've never been good at memorizing lines for music in general. I've been called out by people. They like see me at like a concert or like singing along to some shit. And by singing along, I'm just like moving my mouth. Like I know a couple words here and there. And then they're like, dude, you're not even fucking saying it. And I'm like, bro, man, I'm just trying to vibe. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to be included. But thanks for making me feel fucking worse, man. But no, I did think like I did come up with the compromise. I was like, okay, if the MAGA people don't want Bad Bunny, fine. Give them what they want. This was my idea. Have it be a surprise. Everyone think it's the same, and then like, oh, the Super Bowl halftime starts in 3, 2, 1. The crowd goes crazy. Oh my god! And they lift up the curtain, and oh my god, it's not Bad Bunny. The MAGA people, they're going crazy. Ooh, 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 MAGA, MAGA, Trump, 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 28, 28, Charlie, Charlie, Kirky, Papa, Papa, Perky, Charlie, Charlie, we are Charlie Kirk. It's not Bad Bunny. Oh my god. Wait, who is? Oh my god. It's Jeffrey Epstein. He's the halftime show. He's alive. And what's that? He's with the president. And they're with a child. Oh! That's what the fucking halftime show should. Well, actually, no. The halftime show should have been what it should have been. But if they were not going to do Bad Bunny, it really should have just been, there he is. Epstein's alive. He's in front of us all. And he's with the kid. And it would be funny if the president was also there. It's like, oh, hey guys, I want to do the thing. Hello. I can't. I don't really want to do a Trump accent right now. I'm just not feeling it. Maybe later. Maybe in like 20 minutes, I'll do it. You'll see. If it comes back up on the pod, we'll do it. But yeah, I don't know. You guys, if you want, you can let me know your thoughts on the whole fiasco of the halftime. But I don't know. The way I look at it, it's like it's a controversy every few years. Like, oh, they booked a guy. That's the whole point. They book somebody that's like slightly controversial. They can have like a little bit of news stories, whether it's justified controversy or not. Just so that it can be like a little thing in the news, so that more people will tune in. And guess what happened? More people tuned in this year. So good for the NFL. Good for Roger Goodell. They took all of Took all of your money, man. Took all of our money. Peacock, NBC, I think they're the ones who had it this year. Um, but let me see. Let me see. What do we want to talk about now? Yeah, I'm looking at my notes. It's just all Epstein. I guess before I get into like the main thing, which I want to talk about, a lot of people have been talking about like certain things on the Epstein, and there's one thing I have noticed. Like people have talked about it. I'm not the first one to bring light to this, but it's one thing that's just interesting to me that I'm going to talk about, which is the Epstein Wayfair connection. Um, and before I get into that, I'm just going to say, when it comes to this Epstein stuff, I'm not a political person. I've never voted. I don't plan on voting anytime soon. And the more and more fucking stuff I see, I'm like very, very likely to probably never vote if things keep on going the same way. Until I see somebody that's like, yeah, my pockets aren't fucking lined by somebody, and I'm not just gonna like do whatever the fucking billionaire corporations say, and like that person can actually like do something. Yeah, maybe I'll put my vote for them. But I mean, clearly what we're seeing is like, oh, it doesn't matter if you're on the right or the left. You're connected by these fucking billionaire corporations and or these I don't know what you want to call it, honeypot intelligence agencies. Just I don't even know. They're doing God knows what, but apparently it's clearly the worst stuff ever, the worst stuff in the world, worst stuff you could do. But yeah, I just don't understand how, like, even because I'm not political, but this is one of the most interesting fucking things. I heard the president said the other day, they're like, people think it's a boring story. I love that. This is, you know what, I'm just gonna, you know what, instead of a Trump accent, every time I'm gonna do Trump this episode, I'm doing fucking England. I'm doing England, alright? Maybe, I don't know if it's gonna be England or Australia. It's gonna be somebody fucking British. But I heard the president say that it's a boring story. And normal people do not care. And I mean, that couldn't be farther from the truth. He's trying to do his old gaslight thing, but it's not 2016 anymore. That shit's not gonna work, man. And also, this would maybe work if you didn't run on the whole, we're going to release the files. That was like half your fucking campaign. And the second you get in office, you're like, there are no files. And then now there's 3 million? So it's like, what the fuck's going on? These videos that are coming out, we're like, bro, like, you clearly, something's up. More than something. There's like a lot of things. Everything's up. Not just like one thing is up, not two things up. Someone grabbed the table, grabbed the fucking board of pieces, and threw the whole thing fucking up in the air. And all those things are up in the air in slow motion. We're all just looking at them fucking come down one by one by one. And I don't know. This is why I don't watch fucking TV. A lot of TV shows, like their fucking Severance, I don't need to watch that show now. This shit's way fucking better. You kidding me? This Epstein shit, this is I've bought a fucking thing of popcorn. I pop the popcorn and I just fucking go on my phone and I read the shit. I'm like, holy moly, who needs the fucking movies, man? You got Epstein, you got corruption, you got death, you got blackmail, you got fucking crime, you got presidents, you got normal people, you got secrets, you got crazy people. Like, oh, is the Uber driver, what they saying about the Epsteins, is that true or is it just some wacko guy? Who knows, man? But thing's got it all. It's going, they got overseas, they got in the seas, they got in the forest, I don't know if there's a story yet of them in the desert, but they're dumping babies in the lakes. They got water. They got coal. It's in the fucking summer. They got the jails. Oh, my God, man. It's fucking... What more could you ask? What more could you ask? That's why I think it's crazy right now. I talk to people. Some people I just meet. Some people that I know. And I'm like, what do you guys think about this? And some people are like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm like, well, are you political? They're like, no, I don't really like politics. I'm like, bro, like, that's not this is the most interesting thing that's probably ever happened. And it's, like, sad. Maybe most interesting is one of the wrong ways to put it. But, like, in terms of, like, juice of the story and, like, the directions that each little aspect of this fucking saga could go in and, like, each little detail, there's almost endless possibilities. And, like, so much like little subplots within. It's like, oh, what is Bill Clinton and Hillary? Yo, Bill Clinton and Hillary, they've been loosely tied to a bunch of deaths of people that have quote-unquote committed suicide. And it's like, well, that's really convenient that all these people that opposed you or slighted you in some sort of way ended up fucking dead. And every single one just, oh, it was an accident or they committed suicide. I don't know. And then now you see, well, they're connected to Mr. Epstein, and it seems like almost every person of this Epstein thing, they're either, if they're not like a billionaire that's like somehow safe through all of this, even though if they're in the files or covered up or redacted in whatever way, they're dead. Like there's a whole thing that's, at least in the last few days now, that people are uncovering, that they're like looking at how like Epstein had this one dude, I can't remember his name, but this guy was like basically he was powerful enough and like knew people, and if he wasn't able to just do it himself, of like coding to like manipulate Google and all the searches, so that like anytime you search up Jeffrey Epstein or Epstein, nothing bad comes up about him, because all the other Jeffrey Epsteins and Epstein people, men named Epstein, come up first in Google and stuff. And then next thing you know, this guy he ends up. Apparently, the French authorities still have never concluded his case, or like never found his body, or some weird shit as of 2021. But he died apparently in like 2017, 2018, a little bit right before like Jeffrey went to like to prison and stuff. But this guy, so he helps out Jeffrey. We got emails of it, and then he ends up dead at the bottom of a cliff in France. And then you look at it and you're like, well, that doesn't make a lot of sense, huh? Oh, who was he dating? Oh, the person he was dating at the time was Ghislaine Maxwell's sister. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that... Oh, so this guy was dating somebody who was sisters with, Maxwell and Epstein, who's connected to so many dozens of deaths and disappearances and all the worst imaginable crimes. But the French authorities have no idea what happened. Honestly, you can't exactly blame the French here, unless I do think, like, I don't know. I don't exactly think that it's like a one government pulling a fast one on the other. I do think it's like if Epstein was like a double agent or whatever, or triple for like, because I think a lot of it's like, okay, USA, Israel, Russia. Those are the three main. I think with the dirt he had on people, because he had the worst dirt fucking imaginable, and apparently he had videotapes, pictures. I mean, we've seen some, obviously, redactions, and probably not the worst ones that are out there. Thank God. I don't want to see that fucking shit. But, like, look, the way these guys are sick in the fucking head, they clearly love power more than anything else, and, like, the ability to just, like, they love that, like, that sickness of, like, I got you, I'm one over you, whether it's, like, directly down towards a victim that they are abusing, or like across the board to each other, like, I'm bad, but you also did this thing, and I know that, and I got proof, I'm bad, I got this power over you, you can't do anything about it. They get off on that too. And so if I'm in this guy's shoes, like, at some point, like, if you're a double or triple agent, like, you have more power than the governments, essentially, because no government can just be like, oh, we're gonna kill you just like that, like, quick, willy-nilly, like, we need to just get rid of this guy, because if you do that, well, then there's, like, at least two other governments that are like, yo, what the fuck just happened? We're gonna just, it's like kind of like mutually exclusive. This is worse than nukes, potentially. Because they all keep on saying, like, oh, if everything comes out, the whole system's gonna collapse. I kind of do think, in a way, I do think it's wrong. I do think if they did that, the system wouldn't collapse. All the powers that be, or a lot of them, every single person named, and even some that are, like, affiliated in some sort of way, even if they didn't do, like, the heinous crimes that has all been alleged and confirmed and stuff and whatever by, like, these court cases. I mean, they haven't really actually gotten anyone in trouble, which is nasty. But, like, the mutually assured destruction aspect of this is really interesting, where it's like, if you're going to try to take down, say it's the U.S., say like, oh, you're going to try to take down our government. Well, Israel, we're just never going to give you any fucking money again. Oh, Russia, you want to, they are like, oh, you want to get us in trouble? Russia's like, well, we'll just fucking release everything about every single U.S. politician that we have, because Jeffrey fucking helped us out or something. And then if you do that, all the people get in trouble. Now, what I think ends up happening is it's going to be similar to, like, when the U.S. or some other country just goes in and tries to eradicate, like, some sort of gang or some sort of cartel. That just becomes a power vacuum. So we're gonna have a bunch of these fucking people just all get in trouble. They can all go to prison and jail, get killed, whatever the fuck happens to them. The system's not gonna fucking break. Also, these people, they clearly try to plan it all out, so they have, like, their fail-safes, and they're just gonna, half of them are just gonna have somebody, like, be a puppet, and just replace them the second they're fucking gone anyways. Maybe a few of them would just like, oh, there is a hole, and then it's going to have to get filled in some random way. But it's probably just going to get filled by like some other heinous person or like somebody else that's like a billionaire. Maybe they're not into like the bad crimes, but they're still not like a person we like admire by, that's just supposed to be like dawned on by society. I don't even know, man. Fucking shit's this story's been fucking crazy. I think that's why I'm like, I don't. If you're a boring person, this is the one thing you need to keep you entertained for like 2 years. This thing's not gonna end anytime fucking soon. Apparently, half the documents aren't even out yet, and the half that are out there, fucking. I mean, we can't read half the shit, and half the shit that we want, like we can't read, that's the juicy stuff. It's all the names of the criminals that are being fucking covered, which is kind of insane. Oh man. But yeah, let me get into this specific part. So, Wayfair. Wayfair, for those of you who are uninitiated, it's like a furniture company. And I believe, let me see where they're based. I think they're based in like China or some shit. I don't even know. Founded 2008. Oh, that's actually interesting. So they're a furniture company. And so in 2020, like pandemic time, and I think it's just some other random times in like the internet history, like around like a few years ago and stuff that popped up, was that Wayfair had some listings that were like for either like pillows or like some other furniture, and a lot of times it would be like grossly overpriced. So like the one thing, I'll throw this in the video, one thing I'm looking at, it's a pillow that's $10,000. Now at first it's just like, what is it? It's not that big of a deal. Like that's just somebody trying to like maybe pull a fast one on somebody, like maybe sell something for like way more than what it's worth. However, here's where things get like really like scary and sad and like grotesque. When you look at like the names or like the descriptions of these items, they kind of match like details of like a human being, and then sometimes like a child or something. So it's like basically, what do you call this? Oh yeah, I think it's been all over this story. Human trafficking. So you'll have something like this little pillow one we have here. It's got where'd it go? Yeah, zodiac sign, and then we got like, oh wait, this is the wrong. Well, let me see. This is not the one exactly, but there's why can't I find this one I need? I literally had this in fucking right in front of my face before. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's this one with like cabinets and stuff. So they have like the names of them like match. Oh, this is what it was. People were looking up the names of the cabinets and found out that they were names matching missing people. It's like, so it almost like couldn't be more obvious, is maybe wrong, but it's like, again, this whole saga has been one coincidence after another. And then now this little Wayfair coincidence thing happens to pop up in the files, because guess what? In one of the emails, you have a PayPal receipt from Wayfair of someone buying one of these really expensive pieces of furniture, and it just so happens to match a missing person. What are we doing here, man? I mean, this is one of those things where it's like, okay, does Wayfair know what's going on? Does Wayfair's founder, like CEO, like people, do they know? Because that's one thing where I was like, if they know what's going on, this is one arguably just as big as the whole Epstein thing. Because now you have some like a literal company that's like, this is like what's. Here's the thing. I've never been on it. I have seen like stories and whatever, and I've seen like other people like do their little deep dives on the dark web and deep web, whatever you want to call it. This kind of stuff that you'd see on the Wayfair site, like this is how some of that deep web stuff looks like. The deep web stuff, obviously, it's a little more like just right in front of your face. But a lot of the times, what they still do is like they still try to make it seem it's like, no, it's not like you're just straight up buying drugs, or you're not just straight up buying a human being. They still try to make it look a little bit like just you have a little bit of plausible deniability if you do ever get caught, that like you won't get fucking hammered with the worst possible crime. So this is now just happening on the north. You can fucking Google Chrome. You can just Google Chrome by a child. Are you kidding me, man? Are you fucking kidding me? This is crazy, bro. Google Chrome by a fucking child, man. Oh, I wonder. Oh my god. Let's just test. Could Gemini buy me a fucking Wayfair? Okay, let's. I'm gonna try this right now. It's probably not gonna work, but it's interesting. Um, we're gonna Gemini. Google Gemini. Can you find me some expensive furniture on Wayfair? I mean, this would be crazy, bro. AI can just buy you fucking people, potentially. On accident. It's obviously not what they intended to be for, but okay, you got the this dude. What that? Whoa, whoa! $35,000 for velvet, two chairs, a little love seat, and a couch. That's disgusting. I mean, this is definitely not one that's like named after a person. But it would be crazy. Like it is just pulling up random fucking shit. Oh, we can redo this. Let's just try this again. Is it gonna give me the same shit? Because you could just re-roll. It's just like a video game. Oh, you gotta get the good items. You gotta Oh my god, it is re-rolling. This is crazy. So, dude, that's insane. Oh my god. So it's technically possible. You can go with these new billionaires. You can go to one billionaire's creation, Google Gemini. Go to Google Gemini and say, hey, give me stuff from Wayfair. Expensive stuff. And the thing you could buy could accidentally, it would just randomly link you to one of the Epstein, like, let's say, drawers. And then you're like, oh, this would be nice. I'll buy it. It seems fine. I'll put it in my daughter's room. And then next thing you know, you just bought a human fucking being. Now, probably the people on the other end of that would be like, probably alerted. They're like, well, this is not who I expected to get it from. Or like, we're not just going to send this to some random fucking person. Because, like, that's how you get in trouble, you know, if you're into that, like, if you're in that world, that kind of crime and whatnot. But, like, that's just insane. Like, technically, but, like, imagine that being from, like, you or me perspective. Like, you and I, if you're, I don't use fucking AI, Gemini, bullshit, fucking, but say someone does. Or say you accidentally did because fucking Google shoves it in your face. Maybe you accidentally click it and you think it's a Google search. You do that. You go to Wayfair. You buy the thing. Next thing you know, now you're on a list. Now you got to explain your way out of like, I didn't fucking know what I was doing, man. I just went this. I did this, that. And they're like, oh, yeah? Well, what about the fucking little girl? What about the little girl that's 9 years old? She's in your house right now, man. Or what are you going to do to her? I'm just going to make $1 billion and I won't get in trouble. That's what I'm going to do. It's fucking gross, man. These fucking people. They want us to respect them. They can go fucking kill themselves. Well, apparently one of them already did, but I don't know about that. All the information that's coming out. Yeah, I'll end this just with other information. If you're already still listening, or if you are still listening, I do think it's good for you to know that on the day before he died, there was a press release that was ready and drafted by like a newspaper or something. So there's a huge red flag. They got these 4chan posts that basically show, like, before any single press release was made on the day that he died, two people went on 4chan and, like, said some stuff that was, like, they had, like, medical information that was, like, very accurate. Like, everything that we've seen also now, it's like, well, the only way you can know this information is if you were there. And these guys were saying, like, oh, Epstein. One of them was, like, I think there was a body switch. Another one was, like, something's going on with this whole thing. And whatever. And then immediately after, FBI files subpoenas and for like those two usernames in 4chan, and then to like Apple, like literally the big companies. They're like, all of you, like we need all the information on these people. And then it comes back that the information on those two is that those two people are men that worked at that prison that Jeffrey Epstein stayed at. So, I mean, are they lying? Probably not. And then when it gets really interesting, there's another report that they were, the prison guards were instructed to build a fake body to put into another van so that when Jeffrey Epstein's body is moved, there's like a decoy van that has his real body or something. You know, they're treating him just like the fucking president of the United States when they have like the 2 or 3 limos and the body double. You know the guy he's friends with and has been in connection with for years, presidents and senators and congressmen and politicians, they're doing the exact same trick that the public. I mean, we know that's like literally common knowledge that that's what they do with the president ever since they got shot and stuff. You know. So yeah, they went to his prison and did that. But this guy killed himself. Remember? Yeah. Whatever they want to tell us. You could choose to believe that or not. But yeah, basically, I mean, I'll just end this. We have like 20 seconds left or something. I'll just end this by saying, I mean, if you can't be bothered to be interested by this in some sort of way, you're a selfish person, genuinely. Like, if you can't be interested in this whole saga, like, you're literally, I wouldn't maybe even, if you're not a selfish person, you're a drone. You're an NPC. You're literally useless to society. Almost. Like, okay, not useless, because you go and clock in and do your fucking thing, but in terms of, like, being a free thinker and, like, contributing to society, you're nothing more than a consuming little bot. And that's, like, honestly, that's, like, you're one step away from just being a fucking Epstein-level pedophile. So, don't be a bot, don't be a pedophile, stay away from Wayfair, and peace out.